A company based in Northamptonshire is helping to clean up radioactive contamination in Japan. Spraylat in Corby was already in talks with the Japanese before the earthquake hit. Now, with the crisis there ranked on a par with Chernobyl, their work is more vital than ever. Well, our reporter Joe Black is in Corby and joins us now with more. Joe.
Yes, we're tucked away on an industrial estate in Corby, but the work that this company does is quite exciting. Yes, I know it all looks a little bit Wallace and Gromit over there at the moment, but what goes in there comes out through a process and becomes this. It's like a protective film. We'll be talking with the managing director in just a moment about how this is helping out in Japan. But first, today, I've spent a whole day here to find out just what goes on.
Producing specially formulated coatings doesn't really sound like the most glamorous job in the world, but the work carried out here could save people's lives. These protective films are used for signs, in stadiums, in the aerospace industry and the construction market, and now they're being trialled at the Fukushima nuclear power station to reduce radioactive contamination.
Done a few trials, we're just waiting on some feedback from them, but all things looking very positive at the minute, yeah. For us it would be very exciting, to be fair. I mean, it is quite bad what's happened over there, but for us, basically for our product to get out there as well, and that sounds awful, but it is quite good that way as well.
So this is how it's made. Pour in water-based resin into a huge container, sprinkle in a few additives, give everything a good stir, and you get this. A spray which forms a dry film and locks in everything it covers.
And this is where the product really comes into its own. What Tony was spraying will dry in a few hours' time and become something like this, a peelable protective layer that will catch contaminants and then be disposed of safely. It's such a simple and effective product, yet this is the only company in the country that makes it.
The coatings were on trial in Japan before the earthquake. A few tweaks were needed to make the product weather resistant. The samples have now been shipped, and if a full order does come through, turnover here will double and provide this small company with a very secure future indeed.
Well, in that report you saw Tony spraying this, so let's have a look. It's now dried. Like I said, it takes a few hours to dry. So Tony, would you mind just showing us what happens? There you go, there's the lovely peeling effect of that protective coat that we were talking about. So let's talk to Andrew Keir now. He's the managing director of this company. I am really staggered by this product. It is, like I said, really simple, but yet so effective, isn't it?
It is, yes. It's a liquid applied material that dries to form a skin-tight plastic film. And that film can be used to protect surfaces, or in the case of the Fukushima nuclear plant, it can be used to try and control the and tie down the contaminants.
What's interesting about this is it doesn't just work on flat surfaces, and this is probably why you're involved in Japan, is it sort of goes over everything, doesn't it?
It's absolutely ideal for contoured surfaces, non-flat surfaces, yes. Yes, it's a spray applied, so yeah.
And this will be quite a significant deal if it comes off, because it's just being trialled at the moment.
It is being trialled at the moment, and yes, it would be significant. The sort of initial quantities that were indicated represent probably 3 months' production with a single order. So yes, it's very exciting.
Thank you very much and best of luck with it. Well, quite often in our region we do find companies tucked away on these little industrial sites doing really magnificent work, and it seems that we've just found another one.
Joe, thank you very much indeed.